Good morning, everybody. Tim here, checking in and showing you this almost finished build of this AMT 66 Riviera. Not real happy with this. Had some issues at the end of the build, which just were really aggravating to me, but typical with these old kits that are being repopped and these worn out tools. So I think the biggest issue is the stance of the car. Ended up the front end just really kind of jacked up in the air, and the front tires are turned in. The suspension is really turned in, and I can't really figure out why, because I mean everything went together kind of pretty much by the book, but you can see those front tires are just kind of turned inward. So I don't know what the deal is, but that's the way it is. So the rear end, this is good, got up tight, but I think part of the problem, it looked like to me possibly the dashboard is hitting the windshield, like maybe the windshield is down a little too far, and of course it's fit right on the pins where it's supposed to be. But I think that's keeping the interior bucket, well, it's really not a bucket because the interior is all separate components. But as you can see in the window frame right there, it's a little lower in the front areas here than it is in the back. And I think that's keeping the interior from getting shoved up in there higher. So, but there's really no way to tell, I mean, everything was already painted. Everything was, I pre-fit everything and it looked pretty good. And then this, so the only thing I really have left to do, I'm going to try to put the Riviera GS stickers over the emblems right here. It comes with those, which is nice. So I'm going to try to do that, but otherwise I'm pretty much finished with it. I decided to go with the stock hubcaps because there was just too much problems associated with chain. I wanted superiors on it, which these are very close to looking like that. But it just didn't work out. I went with stock hubcaps because I had painted the rear wheel pieces to match the paint in candy red. The other thing is too, the rim backs don't totally go inside the tires. They're too wide. So at the very end of it, even using the kit tires and hubcaps, there's still, the rims do not, the back rim backs do not go all the way in. So again, another problem. So I'm gonna turn off the, turn off the rotator there. Sorry about that. So I'll take the hood off. So there's the net crashed into the hood. You can see this spot here, which there was no fixing that, not with this paint. The motor's not bad, although I lost the power steering pump somewhere on my bench. That disappeared. Really no issues with everything going on there. I didn't wire this or anything. I built it just straight out of the box. But again, you can see there's a gap between the firewall and the top of the body. There's like a 2 millimeter gap, and I think that's from this windshield area hitting into the dashboard. And it would be either a matter of shortening the windshield if you were going to build it, or maybe dremeling the slots that the windshield fits in, maybe down a little further where you could slide it further into the body panel. All these, there's no body, there's no tub for the interior. It's all separate pieces. The sides are separate from the floor pan and the seats. So it would take some modifications, and honestly, this kit is just not worth spending that kind of time to me. I mean, I wanted to build it. This is exactly what I wanted, kind of a tribute to my buddy Eldon Titus, who built a lot of these Riviera kits, painted all of them candy apple red. I told you guys that. So but I mean, it's okay, but again, just not happy with the overall stance of the kit. So you can see when it's down here how those front tires are turned inward. And I don't understand what caused that with the suspension. And you can see the front's very high, so it kind of has that lowrider look, but that's not the look I'm after. I want the stuff that I build just down in the weeds. That's just more what what I like, is that just in the weed stance. But anyway, it's okay. It'll make a good shelf sitter. It's no show car. It is what it is. It's not, I don't think it's a bad kit, but you know, you got to look at the big picture. Most of these tools are 50 to 60 years old now, and I don't think they're doing a whole lot. Yes, they're, you know, we're using cool box art again, and they got nice decal sheets and stuff, but as far as the actual tooling, I don't think they're doing a lot of cleanup and repair and addressing some of these issues, because a lot of these kits I've built, I've run into the exact same issues I ran into as a young model builder, you know, 50 years ago. So I wasn't as picky then. I really didn't care, but now it's an issue. Also, rear bumper, same thing. I had sanded this, checked the fit before I put the body on the chassis and everything. Everything looked good. And at the end of the day, I could not get the bumper to stay up there tight with the body, and I was battling it. And then I ended up getting some CA on the paint right here. I got most of it off, but it put a little stain on there, and that pissed me off. So I'll go ahead and flip it over so you can see the underside, which I did in light gunmetal, semi-gloss black, and leaf silver. Did part of the engine block in candy red, and did a few little gold accents. The starter and the carbs are done. I did do bare metal foil along that lower valance there, you know, where that kick panel is under there. I went on and did that with foil. And, so the interior is done with a Tamiya, I think it's light ghost gray, which I like that color with it. I mean, I know a lot of people do them, and I thought I was going to do it white, you know, but a lot of them are done that way, and I thought I'd do something different. Got black floorboards in it, you know, the carpet's black. Did the steering wheel in candy red to match the body paint along with the dashboard. So I guess it's not, like I say, it's not a bad build, but not the most exciting build for me. So I think that's a problem. I think I'm just kind of getting bored with some of this stuff, and I was telling my buddy Chuck yesterday, I'm just not going to keep building, you know, frustrating over a lot of these older kits, you know, because to me they're getting a little boring. I've built so much of this stuff in my lifetime. So I did get my kits, my 3D printed kits ordered from Frankie's Hobby and Horror in Canada yesterday. I talked to Kevin last night, and I've got the 1/16, that crazy gremlin with 6 wheels and the gigantic aircraft engine. Ordered that, and I also ordered a 1/16 scale. It's like a top eliminator drag boat. It's huge and a big giant motor. So I'm excited about those. And I'm not sure what my building schedule is going to be like for this year. So I did find out this week that I do have prostate cancer. So addressing that issue right now, I'm in a really good spot as far as that goes, though. My urologist, I had a meeting with him and went over everything on Wednesday morning. And we've caught it early. We're going to get to it early, and I'm probably just going to go ahead and have the prostate removed, because I've had radiation treatments from the cancer I had 30 years ago, so radiation may not be an option at this point. And since I'm predispositioned now to having cancer, there's nothing that guarantees you can't have a reoccurrence again with more cancer of the prostate down the road. So I think we're going to opt to go ahead and have the surgery and remove it. So I'm going to be laid up for a few weeks, probably not forever, but a few weeks. Not going to be able to work, and I don't know. I'm just not sure how I'm going to feel after that, or if I'm going to feel like doing anything, or painting or building. So we're just going to have to see how it goes. But that's coming up sometime. Probably during the first quarter of this year, or probably going to end up having that surgery as soon as I can, and getting through this and moving on. So, but thank you for everybody who's contacted me and your thoughts and prayers. But don't worry, I'm going to get through this. He's telling me, you know, cure rate is close to 100%. My age and my good health, for the most part, is in my favor, and I'm in pretty good physical shape too. So we'll get through this and move on and get through it, and get on with my life. But so that's about it for now. I will keep you guys posted on what's going on. I'm gonna get back to working on the Black Beauty, get that wiring all finished up. I'm gonna get that, and then the AMT truck, that big giant hauler truck, the Tyrone Malone truck. I'm gonna try to get that completely in primer, maybe some base coat this weekend. Weather's supposed to be good Sunday, and then turn to crap. Of course, race day, Daytona 500 Sunday. We haven't hardly had rain in weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's like high probability of rain and crappy on Sunday for the race, which I hate that, but it happens. So anyway, but okay, so thanks for tuning in, you guys. I will see you again real soon. Probably try to do something this weekend if I get anything done. So I'm not gonna do a bunch of posts just to make a post. If I'm not getting any work done, then you're not going to see me on here. But I'm going to try to keep busy and get some more work done. So I will see you again real soon. And thanks for checking this thing out. You guys have a good rest of the week and have a good weekend.